Hey everyone, welcome to the ranking. Here's my ranking of the Golden Age Disney movies. Yes, thank God for the comment section below because I had no idea that there was another age for Disney movies. Yes, I thought it was just our age, the beginning age, which is technically the Golden Age, and then the Disney Renaissance and the Dark Age Disney movies. So yeah, that's why I only made 2 Disney videos. I thought it was just Dark Age and Disney Renaissance, but everyone's like, do the Golden Age Disney movies. And I'm like, isn't the Golden Age the Disney Renaissance? But shows what I know. No, the Golden Age is the beginning of Disney. There's a grand total of 19 of them, but one of them's a tie. 2 of them are a tie, sorry. And so I just put it as 18. So yeah, here's my ranking of the the Golden Age Disney movies from my least favorite to my favorite. Alright, coming at number 18 is Salos Amigos and the Three Caballeros. Yes, this is the Disney movies I just had to watch a few days ago because I've never even heard of them. They were very forgettable, and they're definitely not Disney movies I'd ever want to watch again. Yeah, they got like Donald Duck, Goofy, and Mickey and stuff, the classic Disney characters. And, you know, they're fun adventure stories and stuff, but honestly, I didn't get invested with the stories or anything. I just find them very forgettable, kind of bland movies. I can see kids watching them, but they're just not movies for me. They're not for me. Coming number 17 is Mike Mine Music. Yes, this is just one of the few movies that said, you know what, Fantasia was a good idea, so let's just kind of do that. A bunch of shorts and stuff with music and stuff, and honestly, it's not Fantasia, and it's just not watchable. I watched all these movies a few years ago. I watched them all once, and they're all like right here in a row together, basically as the weakest movies of the Disney Golden Age, but this one is definitely the weakest. Coming number 16 is Fun and Fancy Free. Yes, I know, people are like, oh, wait a minute, this movie's fun and stuff, it's entertaining, the beginning's so classic. Honestly, it's not Fantasia, and again, it just doesn't have the emotional impact, or the beautiful songs, or the beautiful imagery like Fantasia. Fantasia just did it much better. Coming in number 15 is Melody Time. Melody Time is a movie that a lot of people love. Some people are like, oh come on, this is another Fantasia. This is just as good as Fantasia. Again, there's 1 or 2 like musical numbers I do enjoy. There's some okay imagery and atmosphere, but again, it's not Fantasia. It's not, all in all, it's just not one I watch a lot. Coming in number 14 is The Jungle Book. Yes, look for the bare necessities. I want to be like you. Yes, I have the live action in my head for some reason. I just watched that a few weeks ago. Good movie. I'm not a big Jungle Book fan. I'm not the biggest Jungle Book fan. The sequel sucked ass. The live action movie in the 90s was eh. The live action that came out this year was really good. A few weird things, but still a great movie. This one is fine. I didn't even like it as a kid. I grew to appreciate it more when I got older, but still has a lot of flaws and stuff. Not a big fan of these songs. I'm not even a big fan of the characters or story. The animation's okay, but it never like grabbed me ever as a viewer, even when I was a kid, even now. It's just kind of like an okay Disney movie. It's not a movie I put on a lot. It's not even a movie I would ever buy, but it's entertaining. I can see why kids would love it. Coming number 13 is The Sword and the Stone, and basically my opinion of this movie is almost the same as The Jungle Book. I never really watched it a lot as a kid. I actually never even really liked it very much as a kid, but I appreciated it more when I got older. I love the story about a young Arthur and Merlin and stuff. Hands down the best characters in the movie. There's a few music scenes that don't really work. There's a few scenes that are really corny, cheesy, and very dated. It's not a Disney movie I like to put on a lot. It's not a movie I even watch a lot. I've seen this movie throughout my whole life. I've probably seen this movie 4 times, and I don't plan on seeing it again very soon because it doesn't always entertain me. It doesn't always, it's nowhere near as good as the other movies that came out during the Golden Age, but still entertaining and good for kids. Number 12 is Cinderella. Yes, everyone knows my opinions of Cinderella. I've talked about Cinderella quite a bit. It's fine. I like it. My sister loves it. I thought it was good. I love the villain, Lady Tremaine. It's not a story. It's not a story that really grips me. I always thought Ever After was a better movie. Even the live-action Cinderella movie that came out last year was much better. It improved upon this material because there's so many flaws with it. Like, why the hell is she still in the house? They don't give any character development to Cinderella. The prince is very forgettable. He barely says any lines other than, oh. They have no chemistry in the movie, and some things just make no sense. The show stealers are the villain and the mice, And the movie's called Cinderella. She should be the most fascinating character, but she's the most bland character. But all in all, there's some good designs, good music, and some pretty fun characters, and it's a good, colorful story, and I can see why a lot of girls would love it, and even kids would love it. It's a fine movie. I don't hate it. It's actually entertaining, and I do watch it every now and then, but it's by no means the best movie of the Golden Age. Coming number 11 is Pinocchio. Pinocchio, very great movie. I really enjoy Pinocchio. I love the songs, I love the characters, and that scene when he goes to the theme park, I forget what it's called, when they all turn into donkeys and smoke cigarettes and, cigars and drink beer. My God, that scene scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, and even now as an adult, it's just unsettling. This movie's great. It's more of a story. It's got great animation. The climax is so good. Some things make no sense. I'm not a big fan of Jiminy Cricket or the Blue Fairy, but all in all, it's a good, fun Disney movie. Coming number 10 is Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty, there's some things that I love about this movie. Then there's things that I don't love. The two lead characters is one of the things I don't really care for. The Prince and Princess Aurora, they barely say anything and barely do anything. They're very well designed characters. Aurora looks very beautiful. The Prince is very handsome and dashing. They have a beautiful song together, but they really don't say or do much, and they're not very interesting. The animation, though, the animation is gorgeous, so good. The colors, the textures, these amazing, unique designs, the imagery, just beautiful. Beautiful. Maleficent, one of the best Disney villains ever. She's so cool. I love how evil she is. I love the look of her. So good. The fairies, also very entertaining characters. They're sort of more the main characters, honestly, because it's a lot about them and stuff, and them raising Aurora and stuff. Likeable characters, and the villain's pretty badass too. But the two leads, man, God, they're just awful characters. But everything else is still very good, and I really enjoy Sleeping Beauty. Number 9 is 101 Dalmatians. Yes, a lot of people's opinions of this movie is, oh, it's so cute. And honestly, I'm sort of the same. It's a very cute movie. That's what 101 Dalmatians is. It's a very cute, adorable Disney movie because it's about doggies. It's about little puppies. It's about this man and wife, and basically they have these two dogs, and then the dogs have these puppies and stuff, but then the wife has this crazy boss named Cruella de Vil, and she wants to buy the dogs, kill them, and make a fur coat and stuff, and so she kidnaps them with her two henchmen, Horace and Jasper and stuff, and then it's an adventure to get all these dogs, and all the dogs that have gone missing all around the city or something. It's 101 Dalmatians, and it's such a very cute, delightful story, and I love the villain, Cruella de Vil. What a great villain. She's such a silly, over-the-top villain, and she's like this skinny old lady with this big fur coat, and she's just great. Every scene she's in is fantastic. I love the henchmen, Horace and Jasper. They're just these silly, stupid henchmen. They're very funny. The human lead characters are kind of boring and bland, like the husband and wife, and the nurse, the nanny, the maid, whatever she is. Very boring characters. The Dalmatians are also kind of bland, but they're adorable as shit. I love the cat. That cat is badass. Like, he's a protector. Although the movie isn't amazing, but it's a fun, entertaining kids movie that I do really enjoy. Coming number 8 is The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Oh my God, this movie. So good, so good. To be honest, though, it's the Sleepy Hollow story that makes this movie great. The Mr. Toad story is fine, it's just average. If it was just the Mr. Toad story, this would be at like number 16, not this low in the list, but the Sleepy Hollow story, The Adventures of Ichabod, is the best story. It's so great. It's a story I always watch during Halloween. I skip the Mr. Toad story, and I watch the Ichabod story. I watch it every Halloween. It's just an amazing Sleepy Hollow tale. I also watch Sleepy Hollow, the Tim Burton version, but I love this version. Ichabod Crane's like this crazy, unlikable character, and you got the Headless Horseman, who is genuine scary as shit. It ends so dark, so unpleasant. The music is great. It's so entertaining and spooky. I just love it. The Mr. Toad movie is still fun and enjoyable, but the Sleepy Hollow story is what makes it so good. So all in all, I love this movie. It's a great movie. Check it out. Kids will love it. Adults will love it. It's a great movie to watch during the Halloween season, and yeah, I recommend it. Coming number 7 is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Yes, the first animated Disney movie, and it knocked it out of the park. Such a good movie. It's simple, and it might be a little too simple, but it's good. I may not be a big fan of Snow White, or again, The Prince. That's a big problem with a lot of these Disney movies, especially the classic ones, but what makes the movie is the villain. The villain is really good. The evil queen, she is so creepy. The way she transforms into that creepy old lady with the poison apple. Such a creepy scene. The Seven Dwarfs are all great. I love how all their personalities are their names. The songs are great. The animation's great. The creepy imagery in the forest scene, so good. It's a genuine sad scene at the ending. It's gripping, it's fun, it's entertaining. I really love Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I may not be a big fan of Snow White herself, or the stupid prince that does nothing, but it's still a great, fun, enjoyable kids movie, a great Disney movie, with some great imagery, great characters, and great songs. Just a great movie. Coming number 6 is Dumbo. Dumbo, a movie, again, I actually did not like this movie as a kid, but I loved it now as an adult. I watched it, and I'm like, you know what, this movie is genuinely good. It's emotional, it's hard-hitting, it deals with very realistic things, it has some great social commentary, it's got a great message. It's a very good movie. It's also silly, wacky, and strange, and, you know, great for kids, but it's also a very interesting, thought-provoking movie for adults when you really dive into the characters and the story of Dumbo. It's very good. I could actually talk about this movie for 20 minutes, but I'm not going to do it and do that, so all I gotta say is Dumbo, fantastic movie, definitely one of my favorites of the golden age of Disney. Coming number 5 is Peter Pan. Peter Pan, very good movie, fun, entertaining. I talked about this movie in my ranking of the Peter Pan movies. It's not great, but it's still a fun movie that I've watched ever since I've been a kid. It's got great nostalgia for me. It's fun, entertaining, got a great villain, Shmi and Captain Hook. Peter Pan, Wendy, all the Lost Boys are all fun, enjoyable. It was a great movie for young boys because the girls all had the Disney princesses like Aurora and Cinderella. It's about time us boys had someone like Peter Pan have fun adventures and stuff. It's a great movie, great story, and it's just fun, entertaining as hell, and I really enjoy it. Coming number 4 is Lady and the Tramp, another great movie about dogs. I love movies about dogs. They're adorable as shit. And it's a great love story about these two dogs. It's very cute, it's very adorable. It's got great songs too. It's a great adventure. It doesn't have like a genuine villain. It has a good story. It's gripping. It's a good romantic story. It's got good comedy. I love the characters, I love the scenes, of course the spaghetti scene, an iconic Disney moment, and again, it's just a great movie, great kids movie, great movie for adults, and it just still holds up to this day. It's very fun. Coming number 3 is Bambi. Bambi, oh my god, Bambi, such an amazing, brilliant film. Again, it doesn't have a genuine villain. It's the nature. It's animals versus nature. Man is like the villain and stuff, and I love it. It's about a simple story about animals and them growing up and, you know, hiding from nature or learning how to survive in the woods, and their everyday lives is like survival and stuff, and I friggin' love it. I'm so invested with the simplicity of the story. That's what makes Bambi so great. It's so simple. Simple is sometimes brilliant. Coming number 2 is Alice in Wonderland. Yes, the batshit crazy movie known as Alice in Wonderland. Screw the Tim Burton one, screw the one that came out this year. This is Alice in Wonderland, and it's fantastic. About a little girl going into this other world beyond the tree because she followed that stupid rabbit who's late for a very important date. Alice in Wonderland is just a freaking crazy drug trip of a movie. It's weird, it's bizarre, it's thought-provoking, it's smart, it's clever, it's entertaining, gripping, it's clever, it's so well written, so well structured. A very well executed Disney film, and it's one of my all-time favorites. And my number 1 favorite Golden Age Disney movie is, I've did it like a billion times on this channel, but you all know what it is. It's Fantasia. Fantasia, 1940. Friggin' amazing. The whole movie is just a bunch of silhouettes, a bunch of animated shorts through music, through orchestra, and it's beautiful. It's amazing. The music of this movie, some of the best music. Beautiful, it's so good. The imagery, the animation is damn near spectacular. The music is just magic in your ears and stuff. And yes, there's human characters because you actually meet the orchestra itself, and it's really well done. The opening's fantastic, but the Night on Bottom Mountain is the best about Satan and stuff, and people praying and stuff. It's such a beautiful number. The imagery, the atmosphere, the music is fantastic. Everything and every moment in this movie is fantastic. Even the Mickey as the Sorcerer's Apprentice, that so good, so iconic, so classic. Favorite animated Disney movie of all time, and it's my number 1 favorite Golden Age Disney movie. Yeah, that was my ranking of all the Golden Age Disney movies from my least favorite to my favorite. So in the comment section below, please tell me, did you agree with this ranking? If not, give me your ranking of all the Golden Age Disney movies from your least favorite to your favorite. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.